Hey guys, what's going on? So, in this episode of Snack Bites, we're going to talk about this whole thing that's going on between Daryl, Rosita, Eugene mostly, and also Father Gabriel. Man, I think that Eugene has finally been pushed 100% into the arms of the saviors.
Well, yeah.
And it's all Daryl and Rosita's fault.
I would like to call this segment "Old Friends Make New Enemies."
Yeah.
Because that's exactly what those two tards did with Eugene.
Yeah.
They kidnap him, and okay, fine. And they threaten him. Both of them. Daryl threatens him first, then Rosita threatens Eugene. And after Eugene explains how because he's like, in case you forgot how I ended up with the saviors, it was to save your stupid ass from a beating.
Yep.
And Rosita's like, that doesn't matter. This is all your fault. And it's like, wait a minute. Boop, 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 boop. Let's back it up, because how did you get that conclusion? Like, how does your math work? It doesn't work like standard math, clearly. Like 2 and 2 is 4, not 2 and 2 is 2. I don't know what the hell Rosita's doing.
I'm so sick of Rosita, honestly, and I don't think this is true, but actually, you made a comment that I'm hoping this is true, even though I don't think it's true, which is that maybe the reason why she was wearing a wig on Talking Dead is because she gets killed off and is on a different project. I have hated her character for 2.5 years. I just don't. She's just a terrible person on the show.
Okay. First, let me say that whole wig talk. Number one, that was kitchen table talk. I wasn't.
Well, I'm not saying. I mean,
but that was totally a wig. Like, anybody who.
Not saying it was a bad wig. I'm just saying it was a wig.
It was a bad wig. I'm telling you, as someone who knows wigs and weaves, that was, for someone in her position with the amount of money she's getting from AMC, that was a bad wig. It was.
Well, fine, for whatever the reason.
And that's no shade on her. Like, whoever her stylist is, whatever, you ain't right. You know what you did.
Well, whatever the reason. It was
like a big band on her, like you could see it.
But anyway, her character is just not likable at all. And you know what? Frankly, Daryl is about to get down to her level in terms of my dislike list. He has done nothing good this season. Everything he's done has been stupid and against Rick's wishes and against the plan and bad for the group and dangerous and risky. Well, I mean, he's just
let's do a quick rundown. Daryl has inherently made things worse since the initial lineup with Negan. His actions led directly to Glenn's death.
Yeah.
His actions with the saviors running that truck into their wall led directly to Eugene taking more action and getting them out quicker, which was not part of Rick's plan.
Yep.
His actions then led directly to Negan showing up to the gates of Alexandria and him busting the doors down and setting it on fire. Now his actions have once again helped arm Eugene and made an ally into a full-on nemesis. Because I know a lot of people are gonna people like to gloss over Eugene's actions and what he does and how he goes about it, right? So let's start with this. At the beginning of the episode, Eugene's like, we're gonna give Negan the bare minimum. We'll do our jobs, but we'll give him the bare minimum. We'll make quota, right? When he gets back, after Rosita's whole, we're gonna put you in the darkest hole we can find until you die and just use you for your knowledge, which is so counterproductive and the polar opposite of how Negan went about treating Eugene.
Yeah.
Right? You have to know how to read the room. As soon as he gets back, what does he do? We're going to give them all the bullets. We're going to give them to the max, as many as we can possibly do. I think he even rallies Gabriel on board to work properly.
Yeah.
Which Gabriel, speaking of Gabriel, is totally like a mirror for Eugene, because Eugene showed up in a similar situation. Eugene was just quicker to accept what it was, and Gabriel was trying to resist that. And also, let's talk about the good things Eugene has done, because that's another thing that gets glossed over. He did ultimately help Gabriel escape with the doctor, even though it didn't work out for them, because the doctor was dumb.
Yeah.
He saved Tara's life multiple times. He was willing to take the bat for Rosita for reasons I don't understand. Like, she's more expendable than Eugene is.
It's true.
he took the trailer to help save Maggie and the rest and try and lead the saviors away so they can get the hilltop. So Eugene, to act like he's just some sort of cold-hearted snake or whatever, is just, that's like memory loss, especially for Rosita, because she is the one who put him there in the first place.
Yeah, it's pretty much all her fault that Eugene is there. And, not only was like were her requests directly, resulting in Eugene getting there, but like, think about the way she treated him when she dragged him to the bullet making factory in the first place. She like blamed Abraham's death on him,
which made no sense,
which was just stupid, and like all this other stuff. Like as he's going out of his way and risking his life to do a giant favor for her, and then she like misses the assassination attempt and gets him thrown like into the Savior's camp, and now she's like wondering why he's helping them. I mean, I don't particularly love Eugene either, to be honest, but I thought that his logic was sound in the way that he explained it to her. He was like, I thought they were going to torture me, and then they didn't. And then I thought that they were going to make me a slave, and they didn't, right? Like, they treated him like a human being, which is the reason why he's on their side. Like, Daryl and Rosita's tactic was terrible. Them like threatening to do all the things that Negan didn't do. They should have been trying to create an environment that was more seductive than Negan's was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Negan knows how, even though he has threatened Eugene's life several times. It's just interesting to me that
he's smooth though. Like Daryl and Rosita are not smooth.
It's not even about being smooth. It's about not being a dumbass.
Yeah.
And you don't steal someone away and then tell them you're going to make them not only into a prisoner, you're going to put them into a dark hole.
Yeah. I mean, he's more likely to like come up with a different plan to commit suicide than he is to actually do what you want to do from now on.
But that's just stupid. You make me want to go back to enemy lines when you talk like that. Now, whether or not she was using bombastic language, who knows? She seemed pretty serious to me. I mean, second to last time they crossed paths, they were willing to blow Eugene up. And this is shortly after he was taken. And it's like,
go and look at like the way he is acting in that first scene when he's at the bullet making factory and like, ordering people around and whatnot. Just look at his demeanor and then compare that to his demeanor when he marches back in at the end. He goes from like a guy who's in charge but is still like rational and like, just trying to basically do his job, but not like so much that it's going to get everybody in Rick's camp killed, to like a bloodthirsty, angry guy who's hell-bent on vengeance now. He's like covered in dust from that like pile of walkers that he had to hide in, and he's like scared out of his mind and pissed now. Now he wants to exact revenge on everybody that's in Daryl's camp because of what they did.
I've never seen anyone weaponize vomit. That was so clever.
That was, you gotta give it to him. At first, like, his hand like does this. At first I thought he was like imagining that he was holding a gun or something. I thought he was counting
because I know he saw the walkers coming, and I thought he was gonna let Rosita get eaten.
That was a strange moment.
He used them in the vomit as a decoy, so she'd have to fight off the walkers.
I didn't see that coming. I thought that was very creative. But they've created an enemy out of him. They have manufactured an enemy out of him.
They solidified his allegiance to Negan is what they've done.
And, sorry, a fly just went in my face. Especially, God, going back to Daryl, like this irritates me about Daryl so much because in the first half of the season, Rick had a speech with him specifically about this concept. He was like, there's people in there who aren't fighters, and if we just bust in there and start like killing people and doing all this stuff, we're going to create enemies out of them who are going to take up arms with Negan. And they just did that to Eugene. And Eugene's a smart one who has the power to create bullets and take them out. And they know that because he did it for Rosita. How dumb is that? I mean, that's just so dumb. Which is why, like, they're just both of those characters just don't learn their lessons. It's like, how many more mistakes can they make before they just get killed off? Like, it's sad because I used to love Daryl, but honestly, I just think he's expendable now.
I hate hypocritical behavior, and that's exactly what this is. Particularly from Rosita more so than Daryl. Daryl's just being dumb, but Rosita's being a total hypocrite. and that, just rubs me so much the wrong way. Like
They didn't even have him like bound properly. I mean, like they were like allowing him to like walk to the side instead of like having him in front. Like they did everything wrong when it comes to like taking a hostage. Was there no?
They thought because it's Eugene, he's weak, he's soft, like this is good enough.
Which is stupid to assume, considering he's been like living with the saviors for the last couple of months.
He didn't need physical powers. He used his brain to get away.
Yeah, which is like the thing he's been using all along.
He knew the walkers were coming for a distraction, and then he hid under a pile of dust and bones, and they didn't even know what even happened.
Rosita should know better. Like she knows what he's capable of. Like
she doesn't.
She not have a pep talk with Daryl beforehand of like, hey Daryl, we better do this right, otherwise if he gets loose, he's gonna make a ton of bullets for the other side.
She has memory loss. She thinks it's Eugene's fault that he's there in the first place.
Yeah.
She thinks he walked out the hilltop like,
exactly.
I'm gonna be a savior now. Exactly. Screw you guys. I'm gonna be a savior. That didn't happen.
Exactly.
That's what's so frustrating. Like,
I'm just sick of both of those characters. Honestly, I don't see how they can like keep going on like with this dumb behavior. It's getting too much.
And I think Rosita will die at the season finale. I think that's why Christian Straddles had that bad wig.
Possible. They're not going to kill off Daryl. Like
I'm concerned about Eugene. I feel like part of Josh McDermott's his little clip on Talking Dead tonight, part of it was in past tense, which I felt was a little bit alarming. I'm not sure. They might kill Eugene. And then as far as Father Gabriel goes, I don't think they're going to kill him off now. It looks like his vision's gotten better. He doesn't have the booty hole vision, I don't think.
I mean, if his vision is good enough to, like, manufacture bullets, which takes, like, dexterity and, like, being able to focus in on the thing, you would assume that it's gotten better.
Well, it looked better. It looked less red.
But then again, he was able to spot a sign from, like, 50 yards away that a doctor with perfect vision wasn't able to. So what do I know? I mean, it's hard to tell, really.
Well, I just wonder what's, like, I just wonder if when they get the opportunity, are they going to leave Father Gabriel behind? Or, because he helped make bullets, because he had literally, it's either make bullets or die at this point. Are they going to leave him behind
I don't
too,
think they'll
like
do that.
Savior?
I don't think they'll do that because like Father Gabriel was captured and they haven't like seen, it's not like Father Gabriel showed up at the gates like Eugene did. Like in Rick's mind, he's like, oh, Eugene contributed, therefore he must be a worse.
No, he didn't.
I know, I'm saying in Rick's mind.
I know, but that doesn't even make sense in itself. It's like, of course Eugene was the one talking because he thought he could help assuage the situation.
I know, you're missing my point though. I'm saying that Rick has seen him actively contributing. He didn't see that with Gabriel, which means that he's more likely to forgive Gabriel. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they didn't even go looking for Gabriel, which I thought was messed up.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't really know like the time period of when the war began versus like here. We're trying to figure that out tonight, and it's hard.
I don't understand locking up Gregory either when he came back with intel for them, which didn't. I mean, say what you want about Gregory, he thought he was helping, and they put him back in the prison. Whereas the saviors are walking around freely at this point. So that doesn't. It's just a lot of illogical behavior from Team Family. Like they're
not on the same page.
I don't understand them at all.
We'll have to see what happens next week. Anything more about Daryl and Eugene and Rosita?
I'm Team Eugene on this one. I'm Team Father Gabriel too, for that matter.
I am too. Unfortunately, I don't blame him. On that note, if you guys like our content, make sure to subscribe right up here. Also follow our social channels right here below, and definitely check out the blog, thelivingroshone.com. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.